Guys, for a long time, biceps was the only muscle that I ever cared about. I thought it was like the muscle to have. It was like the one that made you look the strongest, the one that was the best, it's gonna get you the most girls, that kind of thing. So I went all out on biceps. I did everything just to see a little bit of growth. So I've split tested all of the different exercises, all of the different training methods. I know exactly what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. And I'm here to share that with you now. All right, let's jump into it. So we got variations. So with biceps, there's so many different variations. You got, the double arm hammer curls. You got the supinated or whatever, palm facing up, dumbbell curl, regular curls. You got gorilla hammer curls, where you go across your chest like this. You even got like the spider thing where it's like you go over the bench. There's so many different things that you can do. And back in the day, I did even more. I'm going to cover over some of the best variations and tell you which ones to do. So why is variation important? If you're training the same way, you can only expect the same results. And variations are good because they introduce you to a unique stimulus. They make you experience a new pattern when it comes to lifting the weight. Some of the variations that I would recommend are doing the crossbody hammer curls, doing supinated, doing palms up, double arm dumbbell curls with very controlled momentum and very controlled movement. You're going to be using light weights for this one, and you're going to be getting a good squeeze. You're going to feel the contraction all the way up and all the way down. And also hammer curls, double arm hammer curls. With these ones, you can use the most weight possible, so you can work on the strength a bit as well as getting used to higher weights. All right, tip number 2 is use advanced set mechanics. So we're not just doing flat sets of 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps anymore. We're going to focus more on varying these sets so that they introduce a new kind of burn, a new kind of pain to your body. So we all know sevens. It's more something that's used in lateral raises, but sevens basically means you do 7 reps at the top half of the movement, 7 reps at the bottom half of the movement, and then 7 reps using a full range of motion. That's a very good one because, like I said before in a previous video, the muscle curve means that you're not fully activating your bicep throughout the whole entirety of the movement. So what the fractional reps do is that they force you to activate different parts of the biceps during different parts of the movement that you normally wouldn't do. I've also done this with you literally just it's also sevenths, but you do 1/7 of the movement, then you do 2/7 of the movement, back up, 3/7, back up, 4/7, back up, and you go all the way until you do the whole thing, and you repeat that. So that one's a really good burn as well. We have drop sets as well. So drop sets is a very good way to completely burn out the muscle. You do a regular set and then you drop the weight about 50%. And do another set immediately after like four breaths or so. Start going to the next weight, doing the next set, and it's gonna get a really crazy burn when it comes to working out that muscle. All right, next tip is do higher rep ranges. So I've said this before in previous videos many times, but it's essential for hypertrophy and it must be stated again. You must have a higher rep range. Most people are doing 6 to 8 rep ranges. That's not a high enough rep range if you want to experience muscle growth. You got to do 10 to 12 reps at least. This is very important because there's a factor called time under tension, which is a key factor when it comes to how well your muscles grow, how well they experience that growth stimulus. If you only do 6 to 8 reps, you're not going to experience too much growth. You're mostly going to be in that like strength kind of range where you get stronger, but you don't really get bigger. That's going to lead us to this next point, which is control your movement. Make sure you do your bicep curls with intention. The way you do the movement matters more than the actual weight you're using, believe it or not. You can do a bicep curl very quickly without actually experience too much stimulus onto your bicep. You can just go like this very fast, up and down. It's not really going to do. You still move the weight in a curl, but you didn't really experience the stimulus that you want to experience. On top of that, you probably used momentum from your body, from your elbow swinging, and you probably incorporated some front delt instead of the bicep, which you want to target. So what you want to do is you want to control the movement, not only to make it slower so that you feel the burn, but so that you actually target your bicep exactly how you want it. So you're going and you're bringing the weight up slowly, and you squeeze and lock in at the top. Like same way you lock out a bench press, you lock in the bicep curl at the top. Some people they move it and they kind of go like this. They go straight back down without going all the way to the top. That's like half. That's like almost half of the exercise. Maybe not half, but like it's a really important part to do. You're leaving a lot of gains on the table if you don't do that last part. The last tip that I can give you that is really a secret, it's kind of like a hack in order to get your biceps to grow, is that, so basically when we hold the dumbbells, we hold it like this, right? And usually our thumb is going to be facing a little bit higher than our pinky. That's just naturally how it is when we hold it like this, especially the more jack we are, the more we go like this, right? But if you want to grow your biceps, what you want to do is you want to move that pinky as high as you can, and so that you're transferring more of that weight onto your pinky. So if you do a bicep curl like this, you will actually experience a much greater stimulus of bicep growth. Trust me, I've done it and it works. If you want to challenge the biceps more, you feel like you're not getting enough of a stimulus and you know that you can push yourself further, slowly try to twist your pinkies a bit higher when you're holding dumbbells, so that you're holding it in like this kind of grip instead of this kind of grip. It targets the bicep heads much better. Anyways, guys, that's my quick and dirty tips on how to grow your biceps fast. That's like 3 years of training biceps in, I don't know how long this video is, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's going to help you out in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please drop it a like, drop it a comment if you have any thoughts, any suggestions, anything you want to share. Subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys next time.